So I thought we'd start off by encouraging all students to do what is really challenging, and that is to think in ways and areas that they haven't before. Now, like I said, this is not easy. No one is saying it is. So I find it best to get you out of your comfort zone right off the bat, since there are many times throughout this course where this will be the case. So it's best to get practice now. One activity I'm actually going to have you pause this video and try is one to combat our innate functional fixedness. Alright, so what that is a psychology term, meaning that we as humans have a proclivity towards seeing things only as we know them to be. So a fork is used only as a fork, a shovel is used only as a shovel, a water bottle only as a water bottle. And then a more specific example is, say, one that I used in class, a pack of gum. So what I want you to do is think about different ways that a pack of gum can be used. It's not just something to hold chewing gum, right? So my list consisted of, this is my first try, and it consisted of glue for each piece, a domino, fuel to a fire because of the paper, a ruler or a straight edge, a paper airplane, a writing template, a purse or something to hold something in, a bookmark, confetti. And the list stopped there because that was my first try. That was my first try with a pack of gum. It was something that we were supposed to bring in, and I want you to do that with something around you right now. And then come back to me. Now I want you to try it 2 more times. This time I want you to work on satisfying the 4 measures of creativity to really push yourself, and I'll tell you those right now. The first one is fluency. So what that means is that you want to get as many as possible. You're going for quantity. The next measure of creativity is flexibility. So you're trying to find as many unique categories and fill those as best you can. The next one is originality. So although this one is probably the one I struggle with most, seeing that you're just starting out and it seems like, how can my ideas be original? Everyone could have thought of this. Really try and just keep going and try to be as original or as unique as possible. And something that actually is going to help you with that is the last measure of creativity, which is elaboration. So if you don't think something's unique or original enough, add a little bit more to it. So fuel to a fire that can put out a campfire for your Girl Scout troop. A bookmark for a Bible. A bookmark for your favorite poem book. Things like that are going to help you definitely expand on your ideas and maybe spur some more ideas. What I also want you to know that is important and to implement is brainstorming tips given to us by Alex Osborne. They've really helped me. So what these are, there's 5 of them, is that you're going to go for quantity, you're going to defer judgment, you're going to seek novelty, so there's that newer and unique and originality idea coming again. Make connections, so if you're going to be diverging out part of this divergent thinking, then maybe those far-eyed ideas can start connecting to each other and helping to expand. And then lastly, bad ideas are wanted. So just be goofy with it. Say as many ideas as you can think of, put them on Post-it notes or making a list, just keep rattling off, get your hand warmed up and just keep writing. Don't stop yourself by thinking too much. And so throughout this process, you may not have realized that you were implementing part of the creative diamond model, but that involves a few different regions. So at the top, you're in an area of familiarity. You're at point A, and then you're going to start diverging. That's part of the divergent thinking. Then, once you get to the sides and are out of that area of familiarity and more in that area of discovery, then you're going to come back in and you're going to converge to point B again. And then you're going to be back maybe in that area of familiarity, but it's probably redefined since you've done a little bit extra thinking. You've worked for that. That creative diamond model is featured below if you want a better visual for what I'm talking about. And lastly, when divergently thinking, you really have to give yourself permission to not know everything, but to do something about it. Be interrogative and curious, be wacky, and then your creative self is sure to come through. It may take more time than others, but that is okay. That's part of the creative process, taking the time you need to get there.